Hello beautiful souls, here we are in October and we have some very challenging but also life enhancing and life transforming astrology this month. We not only have a mutable Grand Cross, we also have a cardinal Grand Cross. I can hear you all shaking in your boots remembering last year. But having said that, some astrologers refer to these as achievement squares. Here's your monthly astrology. Aquarius, I want you to remember one thing this month, and it's the key to you transforming, and that is you must remember that in your soul you're an alchemist, you are a visionary, and you have the tools to see your very own future, and on top of that you've got the tools to create your future. So any difficulties, challenges you have at the beginning of the month, you know, because you're a visionary, that you can not only see your way through them, but you can create something extraordinary. Let's get stuck in with how these crosses are going to impact you. First of all, the first mutable Grand Cross is delivering you a transformation to your karma. And there's a part of you actually that feels that you're enjoying freedom at the moment and you don't want restriction. But this mutable Grand Cross is saying, you know, don't get carried away with just enjoying yourself. I am a big fan of enjoying myself, but sometimes we have to do what we got to do, even if it's irritating. And there may be something this month that's under the surface, something primal, something intense, possibly a desire, but certainly something that's going to change your karma once and for all. Look for the signs of what that is around the second and prepare for the next cross, which is taking you and your ruler on a spin of communication. You're going to hear something's going to happen, and it's going to be like a revelation to you. Now, I don't think this is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. It may be that you're challenged to express yourself or push yourself forward when it comes to communicating or be on a very tight deadline. But whatever it is, you're going to triumph over this challenge. And whatever news is delivered to you, you have the ability to see ahead and see how it's going to benefit you in the long run. Now, there's a part of you actually that is thinking, you know what? I'm feeling things a little bit deeper than usual, and that is a good thing. It's almost as if suddenly you're a bit of a psychic detective. There's a part of you that can just look at someone and sense where they're coming from, and actually you've got a great radar for danger at the moment. But you know what danger's like. It's a double-edged sword. Sometimes if we meet someone dangerous, it's alluring, it's compelling, it, you know, fills us with a kind of you know, a little lemming quality. We want to chuck ourselves off into the cliff of the fabulousness of the danger. So, you know, I think there is going to be something primal happening this month, which has a touch of the intoxicating about it. Anyway, Venus is entering a position of exactly that energy. There's kind of desire, there's obsession, there's kind of a feeling that you want to be addicted to love. You want to plunge into something and be taken over by it. If you've been in a stable relationship for years, well, it's watch out because it still could happen. But if it's not about your relationship, because, you know, that's got good foundations, it may be that you become obsessed with something else. Could be a hobby, could be something, anything that you love is really going on to a different level this month. Now, the good news is that Mercury, the planet of communication, is going direct at last. And you're planning for an adventure, or you're planning for a change in thinking. You might be planning to study something or even write about something that kind of is, like you, ahead of its time. If that's the case, really get stuck in and do it, because you are just have fantastic ideas this month. On top of that, Venus, Mars and Jupiter are joining forces and giving you a very key understanding and possible change of fortune when it comes to something really important. Now, normally the position of that house is sex, death, life, rebirth, money, legacy, somebody giving you something which is kind of, you know, really deep and important. And that's going on all month for you. There's something happening which is going to rock your soul. But because Jupiter's involved, I think it's going to be a good thing. This change in fortune will be good, but it's going to hit you on a really, really primal level. Now, the full supermoon on the 27th is bringing something connected to your home and your family to the surface and bringing it to completion. It's a great time to celebrate with family. It's a great time to have an evening with those closest to you and playing all the music that you love, eating the foods that you adore, and really valuing those people in your life that are important to your heart. We have another Venus, Mars and Jupiter conjunction on the 28th, which is incredibly powerful. And really, whatever, you'll see it before it comes, and this will just be another peak experience of that. Use whatever it is, because it's something that's a soul thing. It's not a superficial change of fortune. It's a really deep karmic soul experience. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. I hope you enjoyed this month's astrology. I have to say, it's such an important month that I highly recommend you going to horoscope.co.uk, where I've got full written details about what's going on. And also, if you fancy it, michelleknight.co.uk or .com, because I've got 3,000 articles on everything magical, spiritual, from soulmates to psychic development. Take care, have a wonderful month, and I'll speak to you soon.